are doing well with your online classes. Today we are going to study the new chapter, life processes. So before going to study the life processes, we should know the meaning of life. Life is nothing but the condition which differentiates the living and non-living things. In previous year you might have studied about the living and the non-living things and what are the differences. So now let me start with the life processes. What are life processes? These are the processes that performed by an organism to be survival or to be its alive condition. This is what we call life processes. So definition here. These are the processes which an organism performs to its survival. This is what we call life processes. So, in this chapter you are going to study the different types of life processes which we can see in the plants as well as animals. So, let me start with the examples of this life processes. So, here comes the first example is nutrition, and the second one is respiration, and the third process is transportation, and the fourth process is called excretion. So these are the four main examples which comes under the life processes. And let me start with the first example, nutrition. Here you are going to study in brief, that is nutrition. This is nothing but obtaining nutrients in the form of food or obtaining food. The process of obtaining food we call as nutrition. And respiration. So whenever an organism takes up the food, it should be divisible or divide the complex food material into simple food material to get the oxygen. Here is the question will arise, why should we need nutrition? As I mentioned here, the nutrition as a life process, these organisms are performed for their survival. And here nutrition for life is needed for what purpose is used to get the energy. To get the energy, all the living things need the nutrition. In the nutrition topic, we will study about the different types of nutrition or modes of nutrition in plant as well as in animals. And the second example is respiration. So here is the respiration is nothing but the breakdown of the simple food to release the energy. Whenever any organism takes up the food, it will be in the form of complex. Whenever this complex food is divisible into simple food, and that simple food again break down to form or to release the energy, and that energy is utilized for the organism for their different purposes. So respiration here means the taking of the oxygen for the breakdown of the simple food molecules to release the energy. That is called respiration. This is nothing but oxygen take up and breakdown of this oxygen is required for the breakdown of food materials, that is simple food materials to release the energy. And then transportation. Here the main function of this process or the transportation is it has to carry food and oxygen oxygen from one place to other. One place to other. So why do we need transportation or circulation? So it is important process which takes place in the living organisms to transport the food and the oxygen from one place to other place in our body. Then the fourth process that you can see under the life process is excretion. This excretion is nothing but the removal of waste. The removal of waste which arise from the respiration or nutrition. So this is nothing but excretion. So let me start with the nutrition in detail. Nutrition. Here nutrition, what we call in Kannada, portion. The nutrition is nothing but the process of obtaining food or the process of obtaining nutrients in the form of food. The process of obtaining nutrients in the form of food is called nutrition. So here what do you mean by food? Food is nothing but a nutrient substance which contains the different nutrients. Food is nothing but it is nutrient substance. Nutrient substance which contains carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins and minerals. Food is nothing but a nutrient substance and which contains the carbohydrates, proteins, fats and vitamins. So these all the nutrient substances are present in food that we intake for our energy purpose. So let me start with the types or the modes of nutrition. So here there are two types or modes of nutrition in plants and animals including. Those are, first one is autotrophic nutrition. Autotrophic nutrition. Autotrophic nutrition. And another one is heterotrophic nutrition. Heterotrophic nutrition. So here the autotrophic nutrition. Here the name itself indicating auto means self, which means these in this nutrition the organisms get their nutrition by synthesizing their own food is called autotrophic nutrition. What do you mean by autotrophic nutrition? Here organisms get their nutrition by synthesizing their own food. This type of nutrition what we call autotrophic nutrition, and the organisms which synthesize their autotrophs, and the organisms are called autotrophs. And the examples which comes under is autotrophic nutrition plants or plants. And not only the plants, and some bacteria also synthesis their own food. And some bacteria like Nostoc, and these are the examples for autotrophic nutrition. And next on to heterotrophic nutrition. Here hetero means different, means this type of nutrition where the organisms are depends on other organisms for their nutrition. This is nothing but heterotrophic nutrition. Here in heterotrophic nutrition, organisms get nutrition. Organisms get nutrition from other organisms. Here other organisms indicates the autotrophic organisms, which means the heterotrophic organisms are directly or indirectly depends on autotrophic or plants for their nutrition. Those are called heterotrophic nutrition. And the examples are, as you know, human beings, which includes all animals, and some fungi. So these are the heterotrophic organisms which depends on other organisms for their food purpose. That type of nutrition is called heterotrophic nutrition, and the organisms are called heterotrophs. So this is how the nutrition takes place in autotrophs as well as heterotrophic organisms. And let me start with the autotrophic nutrition in detail. Here, as the organism synthesis their own food, in case of autotrophic nutrition, there are two types of processes which will take place in autotrophic nutrition. That is, one is photosynthesis and chemosynthesis. So how these two are classified, which is based on whether that autotrophic organism uses sunlight or whether it uses the chemicals. Whenever the autotrophic organisms uses the light to synthesis their food, that process is called photosynthesis. And those organisms which uses chemicals, inorganic chemicals, to synthesis their food, those are called, that process is called chemosynthesis, and the organisms are called chemoautotrophs. Okay, let me start with the types of autotrophic nutrition. So in case of autotrophic nutrition, as I mentioned, there are two types. The first one is chemosynthesis. And the second part is photosynthesis. Chemosynthesis. So these are the two types of processes which take place in autotrophic organisms. What do you mean by chemosynthesis? So as the name itself indicating, chemo means chemicals and synthesis means to prepare. Chemosynthesis is nothing but organisms synthesis food using chemical energy. By using chemical energy, or else by using inorganic chemicals. called chemoautotrophs. And the examples for this chemosynthesis or chemoautotrophs is sulfur bacteria. Sulfur bacteria. Okay. The chemosynthesis is nothing but the process where the organism synthesizes their own food by using chemical energy or inorganic chemicals, and the examples here is sulfur bacteria. And the second part is photosynthesis. As you people know, the photosynthesis द्वितीय संश्लेषण क्रिया. Photo means light and synthesis means to prepare. Here the organisms use sunlight to prepare their own food, and the process is called photosynthesis, and the organisms are called photoautotrophs. Organisms synthesis or synthesize food using light energy. This process what we call photosynthesis, and the organisms are called photoautotrophs. Photoautotrophs. And the example for this photoautotrophs is plants. Okay. So let me start with how the photosynthesis takes place in the plants. Photosynthesis in plants. Photosynthesis in plants. So, to prepare their own food, they not only need the light energy, they need other raw materials to prepare their own food. That is, the raw materials which are required for the photosynthesis are carbon dioxide. The raw material required for photosynthesis, carbon dioxide. And second one is water. Second raw material which is required for photosynthesis is water. And the third one is chlorophyll pigment. Chlorophyll pigment. So what are the raw materials which are required for photosynthesis other than the light energy are carbon dioxide, water as well as chlorophyll pigment. So this is chlorophyll pigment which is present in the specialized cell organelle which are present in a plant cell are called chloroplast. So here the photosynthesis and its equation here. Carbon dioxide molecules combines with 12 H2O molecules in presence of chlorophyll pigment and sunlight. It produces a carbon compound called